Nigerians living in Ghana have described the Nigerians Must Go protest, which broke out in parts of the country on Tuesday, July 29th, as an attempt to provoke a diplomatic crisis between the two African nations. They also accused Ghanaians behind the protest of what they described as long-standing discrimination, economic sabotage, and deep-seated resentment against Nigerians. Dozens of Ghanaians took to the streets in a protest tagged "Nigerians Must Go," demanding the expulsion of Nigerians over allegations of rising crime, including prostitution, ritual killings, and economic dominance.
Expulsion must stop. Kidnapping must stop. You are evil-minded people. You are idiots. You are fucking people. Go and choose Anambra. Go and keep your country. We are not weak and negative to tell you people that you should choose old man as president. Choose old man as president. Old man as president. Go and choose president who can feed your country. You are silly people. Yes.
Before you allow any of your female child to go to Ghana, just watch this video. If that person don't have any work they are doing, please don't allow them to go, because the work many of them they do for them are Oloshi work. According to this information, police officers in Ghana have arrested 5 Nigerian sex workers in the country. Now, this is according to the Asokwa District Police. Yes, this is coming right from Ghana. So the arrest was carried out during a police swoop intended to reduce crime within the Asokwa municipality, in the Ashanti region of Ghana. So they believe that those sex workers, are committing a lot of crime, and many Nigerians were involved in this. If you don't have a skill, if you are going to Ghana, the truth is many of you are going there for prostitution. Now, in total, 12 people, including 7 males and 5 females, were arrested at a different location. The 5 women later confessed that they were engaging in prostitution to survive. So they will just carry their bag, move to Ghana. They don't have any skill. There was no job opportunity for them. They believe that Nigeria is not a good country, so they travel to Ghana. And the only thing they could do in Ghana is to indulge themselves in what? In prostitution. So before you allow any of your female child travel to Ghana, even male child too, ask them, say, what did they go Ghana go do? Because right now, Ghanaian police don't arrest these 5 people now. And according to the information, I don't know whether many of them go fit go jail or they go still move them to Nigeria. And especially now, Ghanaians are not finding it easy for Nigeria, because many Nigerians for Ghana now, they pass through a lot because of that protest that happened during that particular time where that Igbo man say he was instituting kingdom for Ghana. So right now you can see this is what we are getting now. This is the kind of disgrace these people are bringing to Nigeria every day. Let me get your opinion about this. What do you think about this? Will you blame Nigerian government for this, or these gears are to be blamed for this? Let's go.
The truth, because what I'm about to say now, I can give you guys evidence if I'm being called upon to give you guys the evidences of what I'm about to say. We live in a country now where there is so many human trafficking going on in Ghana. We have Nigerians bringing underage girls from Nigeria, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years, ladies that are supposed to be in school, that are supposed to be educated. They pack them from Nigeria, they put them in a bus, they bring them to Ghana, they harbor them, 20 of them in a room for prostitution. What I'm saying, like I said, if I'm being called to come out with evidences, I will prove and I will bring evidences of everything that I'm saying. They bring their young men to Ghana, they rent the Ghanaian landlords. You guys should be very careful. They rent our apartments, 2-bedroom, they harbor about 50 people in there, and then they'll be doing illegal activities in there. Enough is enough. There's been kidnappings in Ghana now. We are not safe. Today, your child will go to school, and the next minute, you are not safe. Today, someone is being kidnapped. The following day, someone is being kidnapped. The next day, someone is being kidnapped. We don't have a problem with foreigners coming into our country. But definitely, you cannot have a Ghana without a Nigerian. Definitely, there will be a Ghana with a Nigerian. But what we are asking for is that our immigration service will be able to access, and we can say boldly that there is a leakage in our immigration service.
Sometimes I feel ashamed with some of the things Ghanaians do. It's very embarrassing. I don't know, man. I don't know how you other Ghanaians feel when you see your fellow Ghanaians telling Nigerians to go back to their country. This is the same act the South Africans are acting in South Africa, asking their own African brothers and sisters to leave their country because they are foreigners. to go back to where they come from. Ghanaians, that we thought Ghana was the gateway to Africa. We thought Ghana was the most peaceful country in Africa. Today you are asking your own Nigerians, your own brothers and sisters to go back to their country because they are working harder than you are. You know, you go to the market, you want to buy a product from a Ghanaian, they will sell it at a higher price for you than a Nigerian will. Yet, the Ghanaians will be telling you that, oh, you are my brother, don't worry, buy it from me. Meanwhile, the one you are calling a foreigner, his product is more cheaper than you, and the products are the same. Why are Ghanaians living like this? Come on, this rubbish must stop. Stop the Nigeria must go. It is not good. It is not a good look for Ghana. It's a very, very bad look. This is what brought the whole xenophobic whatever in South Africa. Don't start this thing in Ghana. We don't need this. Ghana is a very peaceful country. This bullshit is not going to be accepted. We don't need this.
Nigerians must go. Because you can't be in someone's country and be doing anyhow. Nigerians must go.
Brethren, this is the youth president that disappeared with the money meant for the building of our church youth hall. I was surprised yesterday evening when he came into my office crying profusely and asking for my forgiveness. At first, I was shocked to see him in my office because we all know he was in Hungary where he went to do his master's according to him. And he then opened up to me and told me that he was deported back to Nigeria because he couldn't pay up the balance of his first year school fees. I was a bit confused when he told me that because we all know that he ran away with our 57 million naira. Then, how couldn't he pay his school fees with such a huge amount of money in his possession? Then he told me something that left me traumatized till now. Brethren, let me also shock you with the news. Do you know that the plan to run away with the 57 million naira was made between him and Kayode, the son of Elder Francis? Can I shock you further? He also told me that Elder Francis has been aware of this evil right from the beginning. Can you imagine? Then this is where the problem began. Kayode was the one that brought the malam that changed the money to dollars for them. He said that Kayode and his father gave him $5,000 cash and promised to send him the rest because he had to leave the country as soon as possible before the church starts looking for him. He never knew that Kayode and his father had other plans. They never wanted to send him any more money. Brethren, that was how he became stranded, helpless, and homeless when he got to Hungary. He said that when he saw my video where I said he will be hungry in Hungary, that he was already going through immense hunger in that Hungary. Elder Francis, so the breakthrough testimony you gave on this altar and the Toyota Jeep we dedicated was all our church money? Chai! Anyways, while the second service was going on, the police went to your house and picked your son. Since he couldn't pick in Yahoo and decided to pick church money, and the police is outside waiting to pick you too after service. The church has already forgiven this one here. Now coming back to us has given us another burden to carry. Because we are going to send him back to Hungary to finish his master's, which he already started. I need 3 of my sons to volunteer and sort out his going back to Hungary, and I need him gone by next month. Amen. This is Truth Assembly International, and I am Apostle Barnabas. Brethren, let's share the grace.
Ghanaians don't want Nigerians in Ghana. South Africans don't want Nigerians in South Africa. Zimbabweans don't want Nigerians in Zimbabwe. Dubai don't want Nigerians in Dubai. Americans don't want Nigerians in America. What is going on, people? Tell me what is going on. You don't understand? If you are the only person in the room, if you are in the room with other people, and nobody wants to mingle with you in that room, tell me, you have to check yourself. What is going on? Everybody can't be going mad just because they don't want you. You don't understand? Everybody can't just be going mad that they don't want you. There has to be something that they don't like about you that you need to change. I think maybe it's time for Nigerians to go back home. You know, they go and face that Tinubu. That old man can't be manipulating Nigerians like that. You understand? Nigerians have their own. Nigerians have their own bad behavior, bad character. Because all this is about bad character. You don't understand? If you know you want to make money, urgent money, you want to be rich quickly, go and burn that energy in Nigeria. Nigerians have too much energy. You know you have energy, you want to make money, but at the same time still keeping a clean reputation. Then you can leave the country and go to other country. They will welcome you. But because you go into another country now, you're tarnishing the image of Nigeria, and then you're spoiling the road for other Nigerians, other good Nigerians that are ready to work. Other good Nigerians that are ready to make good impact. You're spoiling the name for them. Please, please, don't forget. Don't forget, you have a name to protect, which is Nigeria. Don't forget, you have a family name to protect, which is your family name. Peace and love. Ghana Presido.
Cowards, go back and fix your country. Go back and fix your country. I am next president and I remain as next president of the whole world. Nigerians, be very careful. What you are seeing now, at first you said we didn't come out. And now we are out. And the next time, Nigerians, go out from Ghana. Or else, Olosho must stop. Olosho must stop. Kidnapping must stop. You are evil-minded people. You are idiots. You are fucking people. Go and switch Anambra. Go and keep your country. We are not weak and to tell you people that you should choose old man as president. Choose old man as president. Old man as president. Go and choose the president who can fix your country. You are silly people. Yes.